Hi, it's Dr. Jenny and Dr. Daniel from Spinal Corrective Center in Amherst, New Hampshire, and we are doing a beginner's guide to chiropractic. So why don't we talk about if someone's decided to go to a chiropractor and what happens like on that first day, like when you first go in, because I think there's a lot of misconception.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's a lot of different ways. So chiropractors obviously will all have their own process. So let's just talk about what we would do. So, there's a phone call that would help you understand the policies and procedures and what to expect that day and make sure you know how to get to the office and maybe encourage you to fill out your paperwork at home so you can bring it with you and save time. And when you come in, there's actually a nice tour of the office. You get to meet everyone and see what it's like. And then you go back into the examination room, and you're usually working with one or two doctors sometimes,
Yep.
and one technical assistant. So someone who is trained to help maybe take a case history and understand your past, and who's trained to take x-rays. So in our office, that usually is Sarah,
Yep.
and Dr. Daniel or I, or sometimes both of us, will work directly with the patient that day. So if you were to go in the room and once they've been brought into the exam room, kind of explain what you would do with that patient during the process.
Sure. So I would just first down and make sure we're on the same page of what we do in the office, what chiropractic is, and then you go over the spine and the nervous system and what we're looking for. And then I would check their posture, because posture is a really good window into what your spine looks like and how it's adapted.
And it's low tech and non-invasive. So it's kind of like a good starting point to say, okay, your shoulders are really off, or your head's really forward, or there's a dual weight scale. Maybe you have 20 more pounds on your left side than your right. So that really helps us know where to go from there examination-wise.
Of course. And also it's a good way to track progress.
Yes.
And we take a picture and put it in the file so that we can know this is where you were when you came in first. And then from there, based off the posture, I like to just feel the spine. So check the motion of the different segments and the muscles that attach to it, and then see where any misalignments might be.
So that's actually done seated, and the patient is fully clothed. So you just sit on a stool, and we just feel your spine gently from the top to the bottom along the back.
Yep. And then from there, if your case history and what we find in the exam and the posture warrants it, then we'll take x-rays of your spine, because we want to make sure that we're making the best decisions we can on patient's care. Because we're dealing with a very important system. I mean, it is your nervous system which controls everything.
Well, we just don't like to guess. So it's really interesting how people will come in and have something maybe congenital with their spine that would really change the appropriateness of how we would adjust them. We'll find different levels of osteoarthritis or degeneration, and that can again change how much force or how much we use when we work on the patient. So really knowing is critical, and it's really fortunate that we can get a lot of information from something as simple as a spinal x-ray.
Absolutely.
I think it's worth noting too that we go through a history, so we kind of make you like delve deep into your mind and remember like traumas you had when you were little,
like car accidents or sports injuries or things like that.
Fall down the stairs, or because sometimes it's interesting how we can trace back something we find in your spine that maybe happened when you were young. So that's important.
Definitely.
And we lead you to that information, meaning we help you kind of try to remember and what's going on. But that's an important aspect
Absolutely.
of it.
Because as you said, we don't want to guess. Like we have an understanding of the seriousness of what we're doing and how we can help you.
And really, we want to know all of your health concerns. So we'll delve in a little bit. Do you have any other systems problems? Meaning, is there digestive problems or breathing problems? So we can really document and understand how your whole body is working. I think more so than what people expect at a typical doctor is we are looking at the whole system and the whole body as one, and we're interested in knowing how you're doing and how you're functioning. And really, for most people, the process ends there. Meaning we don't typically adjust on the first visit, only because we really take it seriously that we do the right adjustment. So we try to make it so that we have enough time before they come back and they understand that we've properly evaluated everything that we've been able to analyze. And we can explain what we're going to do with an adjustment.
Yes. So then when you leave, you have a scheduled time to come back, as Dr. Jenny said, for a follow-up, where when you come back for that second visit, we go over everything we found and point out areas of, in your spine that we see problems and areas we can help you, and then a plan of how we're going to do that.
And I think people really love the educational aspect of really learning about their body.
Oh, yeah.
So instead of just saying, oh, we looked at your films, this is what we're doing, we actually let you look at your own films, and we give you enough information to understand what you're looking at.
Yep.
You know, there's a certain level of responsibility we encourage you to take, so the things that you're doing outside the office actually don't hurt but help your spine as well.
And I like to build an understanding in the patient. You know, it is us working together, not just us with them. It's, you know, all of us, the patient and us, working together for their health. Like them having a control, some sort of control and a responsibility that they can control their health.
And then I really think ultimately the important aspect is we give people examples of how they can utilize chiropractic for their health care. So we'll give our best recommendation based on their spine, and then we'll give them options based on their own time, money, energy, flexibility that works for them. And then once we kind of know what the patient is willing and can do and set goals that make sense for the work that we're going to do.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Be well, everybody.